Hello. That beginning was just something I just kind of improv'd and not a real finger exercise, but today I'm going to talk a little bit about finger exercising. Sounds weird, but it's very important. I said beginner, but I still do these every now and again when I feel like I'm just kind of rusty, or when I just want my fingers to kind of go about the fretboard a little bit smoother than I feel like they're doing when I'm playing a song or writing. You kind of like, I don't know if it's lazy or just kind of bad habits, how it kind of happens. Like I kind of use these to kind of get out of bad habits. So I'm going to try and focus the best I can on the fretboard. I'm going to try some different ways to do this, just so I can talk and record at the same time, and both will sound good. Hopefully the way I record the mic, I'll see. It might be some audio editing. Let's talk about what I'm going to do. More talk about finger exercises. Let's do this. Alright, so I'm trying to have this so that I can focus on the neck more, because I'm not going to go up and down the neck. I can really just focus on that. Because typically the first finger exercise that I learned was me just trying to get every finger worked out. So it was kind of just up and down the fretboard. So basically it's just me doing one finger at a time, starting with the index finger, ending with the pinky finger. And then of course after you do that for a little bit, just reverse it, start with the pinky finger. Just going nice and easy, just so that the fingering kind of stays steady. I mean, obviously, as you get better, if you want to speed up or whatever you want to do, that's up to you. Go really slow if you really want to. I'm not going to do the whole thing doing that, but just create your own pace. And obviously, just piggybacking off of that idea, maybe just with your index finger and middle finger. Then just move over to this. So that was me, moving over to my ring finger and my pinky finger. You might focus on, just doing that at first. And then, of course, just kind of do it every combination of finger you can. So index and ring finger, index. With the pinky, and then with the pinky, maybe eventually, I wouldn't do this right away if you're just beginning, but if you've been doing this for a while, you can do the stretch. See how far you can stretch on certain things and get text messages and everything like that. But once you kind of get the feel doing that, I mean, you can do this up and down the neck board. So kind of. Once you kind of get the feel for that, you can kind of do a run like that. You messed it up, but you can do all kinds of different runs like that. The next thing you can do after you kind of mastered that, and I mean, even if you want to, fit these in, same idea, but instead of picking, you can practice your hammer-ons and pull-offs. So you would just play, and instead of you just pick one note and hammer on the other one. So in that, you pick the one note and you just with your other finger hammer on so that you get the second tone without. I mean, you can do it with all four. So you only pick one time, you can get all four. Do it that way. And then the second way to do it is to pick off, where you pick one time, and then you're picking off, so it's going to your other finger. So you can do it. Back and forth, doing it that way. So then kind of after you get that figured out, one of the things that I did first when I started to apply these finger exercises and kind of move them into scales, obviously if you're a beginner, maybe you'd want to focus on the whole notes and dealing with whole notes. With the guitar, E Phrygian is usually the best way to go. So the E Phrygian is actually related to the A minor, C major. I should have said C major first, because C major is your main C minor, and then your minor is the E Phrygian. So obviously it's all whole notes. So it's E, F, G, A, B, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. You can just do F, G, and just kind of do that up and down. You can simply move to, now this would be more E minor, but do the F sharp Phrygian. And then you can do that with other scales. So I have a scale video on here, and you can kind of do it that way. You can go back and forth, up and down. You can skip notes, do one string at a time to kind of, play it weird. So kind of like, maybe like a, just different things you want to do there. That's really up to you on how you figure that out. So hopefully this sounds good, and hopefully it made a little bit of sense. But I'm going to stop the video there, and any questions, let me know.